Every time I go to the store, this car still catches my eye. I want to grab it every time, but I have to remind myself, I've already got this beautiful piece of plastic right here. No, I'm not so much talking about actually it's a real car called the McLaren Solus. I'm talking about that blue, and it looks like lightning. It looks so energetic. For the 2024 cars, it is number 70 out of 250. Out of the subgroup of Hot Wheels Modified, it's 6 out of 10. The Hot Wheels Modified are customized cars with features like bigger spoilers, body kits, and other cool upgrades for personalized style. This McLaren Solus GT does not have any more information given on it, but it is a real car. It is not something that Hot Wheels dreamed up out of their imaginations. The paint job, however, possibly is. I don't know. I've never seen this car in real life. Let's see how old is this car? I'm wondering, like, how old is this model? Well, it was actually produced for 2023, so it must have been a late new for 2023 car. I feel like I had this car in like yellow or orange or something. All right, so coming right out of the package, from bumper to spoiler, it is about 7.2 centimeters long. And for us Americans, that's close to 3 inches, but I would say it's more close to 2 7/8 inch. And I really dig the way it came out. It looks like either lightning, or you know how when you see a reflection of water, or you look at water deeply under the like in an aquarium, not like a fish aquarium like what you have in your house, under like a real big aquarium you have to pay to go into. It's got that ripply effect, which I really dig. So there are several colors here. Let's see, there is a very deep paint on this metal part that is sparkly. It's very glittery inside of it. It's okay. So back in the 90s, they did a lot of really cool things with Hot Wheels. One of the things they did, and I'm feeling like they definitely did it with this, and they did a great job. There is almost 2 different angles you look at it, and it's got like, I wouldn't say lenticular, but it's almost impossible to explain it. There is a definite green to it. It's probably the glitterish green is what I'm picking up on. And the paint is blue. So when you look at it from one angle, it's blue. But if you look at it from the light side, it's green. It's actually more like aqua. And that makes it look really amazing. It's gorgeous. It's a really gorgeous finish. You see it right here. And then over here, we got some of those waves going on, the waves of either energy or ripple effect. There is a red line here, or maybe it's a dark orange, but it's not really that important. It doesn't really stand out because the rest of it is like silver blues and blacks and different hues of blue. So if you look at that, there's just so much going on. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous paint job. I really wish the whole car was in that, but then again, we wouldn't get to see that amazing. I can't even explain what it is called. I remember reading about it back in the 90s when they first started doing this kind of thing, and they don't hardly ever do it. It must be really hard to pull off. It's not metal flake. Metal flake's a different thing. That was a big thing back then, and then crackle was another thing back in the 90s that I have not seen again. I didn't care for crackle that much. It looked like something that was made out of a volcano. All right, so the second layer going down is just a very small layer for the window. I don't see any other evidence of the window going any farther. So you got a translucent gray. I can't see any kind of steering in there. Shining the light on it. I want to say I vaguely see something there, but it could be my mind playing, playing with me on that. Then there is a graphite layer right here that shows through right here. The middle layer right there between the bottom and the top layer is graphite. And then you see a graphite layer laying on this bottom layer. This bottom layer is a much darker plastic. It's pretty much black, I would say, or I would call it VCR black. The VCR black is a really, really dark gray, but it's not graphite. That's graphite. That's a totally different color for the bottom. So the 4 layers are the metal, whatever you want to call that color, which is fantastic. The translucent windshield, the graphite, and then the, I call it VCR black. So originally this was made 2023. Let's see how this thing rolls, because we can look at the car, and this is definitely a car that is a beautiful piece just to look at. But most of you guys also like to roll your cars, which I'm not the biggest fan of rolling it in real life. I just like looking at them sometimes. Now, sometimes I definitely do want to roll them. When I was a kid, I wanted to make up, like I would have probably made this into aqua car. I would have probably called it, like it has the powers of making waves come from it, of energy, of water energy or something. Like it would shoot water energy from it. That's probably what I came up with. That spoiler looks pretty interesting. It's a pretty good roller. Let's see. Alright, so I definitely recommend it, picking it up just for the looks of it alone. You have to see it in real life. I don't even think the camera can pick that up, because where the light shows on here, it's probably just white for you, but I'm seeing lots of sea green or something. It's just amazing. It's really beautiful to the eye. All right, well, let me know if you picked this one up in your collection. And if you picked it up in 2023, what color did you pick it up in? Because this is definitely the best color I've ever seen on it. Have a wonderful Wednesday.